Hello viewers, Flash Motorsport here and welcome to the Nürburgring. Now today I want to discuss the upcoming update 6 that is coming out next month and some predictions of what is going to be in update 6. They've already explained to us in update 6 there's going to be no new track. So looking at how little there was in update 5 will give us a good example of what's going to be in update 6. Don't get me wrong, update 5 is a great update with the fact of the Nürburgring, but other than that, what did we really get? We had a fix for replays, well a partial fix, I'll call it a 30% fix, where sometimes the replays will save, other times they won't. They will only save short races and not medium races. Anything under than 11 minutes, it will record it, possibly. There's a 50-50 chance whether it will work or not. I've not tried it because I thought, if you can't record anything more than 11 minutes, what's the point? I mean, this game has been out for what, 4 months now, and replays are still not working. I mean, that's a crucial part in racing games. Being able to look back at your replay, save your best moments, worst moments, have fun, and just memorize of what you've done. And after 4 months, it's still not working correctly. Never mind the bug fixes of random crashes. I'm getting random crashes at Le Mans. You know, I'm on lap 3 Le Mans. Doesn't matter what position I'm in, suddenly halfway down the straight, crash, connection lost. There's nothing wrong with the internet connection. I go straight into my phone, test it, straight into the computers, test the internet connection. It's there every single time. Nobody else drops off in the house and nothing wrong with the internet. But yet, lap 3 of Le Mans, I crash out, say connection lost. Every other race is perfectly fine. So it can't be a connection issue only at Le Mans for me. You know, I mean, I don't know if anybody else is having connection issues and still randomly crashing. Let me know down in the comments below if you're witnessing this as well. But it's a massive deal breaker. Le Mans is a great track, and especially if you put all your all into it, you're hammering down, you're in a great place, and suddenly, boff, gone. And you have an hour to wait for the track rotation to come round, and yet you crash again on that one. The penalty system hasn't been addressed in Update 5. I know they discussed addressing it and how they're going to make changes and things like that, but at least address the penalty system in update 5 and let people know what your intentions are, how the progress is going, and an expected release date of a fix. Now don't get me wrong, I never expected penalty system to be fixed this quickly, but to keep people in the know, people in the loop, is quite helpful as well. I don't know what it is with Turn 10, but their communication skills really need looking at, because just telling people we're doing this, that and the other, then giving out partial fixes while failing to highlight previous issues that you have already highlighted but failed to give any further information on. Being quiet is not always the way forward. Keeping people in the loop, letting them know you are doing this in the background, people then will realise that you are actually have their intentions at heart and thinking about the overall community rather than your back pocket. Don't get me wrong, constant fixes is great, but a lot of these fixes that they're highlighting should have been addressed within the first few weeks of release of the game. Not 4 months down the line and going, well, we're going to look into this issue now. I mean, 4 months down the line is such a long way away from release date that so many people have just either A, lost interest in the game, or B, just given up with the game. And that's only hurting the community as well as Turn 10. But before I keep on ranting and releasing a bit of Update 5 frustration, I will still talk about Update 6 and what shall we expect in Update 6. So they've already highlighted they're going to fix car progression in Update 6, so that means no longer are car modifications stuck behind an unlock wall. Everything's going to be there for you day one, and you'll be able to use your own in-game money credits to purchase modifications for your car. I mean, that is a win-win situation right there. Getting rid of the unlock system as well as being able to use some of the credits you've got up to now. I know some of the VIP members and the premium members get extra credits from what I read on the description. I don't have the DLC packs, I'm base game vanilla, so I'm just going by what I read, but they get extra credits, stuff like that. You can imagine having millions and millions sat in your bank and you've brought every car in the game. What do you do with it? So being able to buy a car, use the money you've accumulated over time, being able to purchase upgrades is a massive win in my eyes. I think it's a brilliant idea, and really it should have been thought of in the beginning. You know, I guarantee it's been discussed in the office and someone behind a bigger desk has turned around and said, no, I know better than you. Again, I could be wrong about the credit system for the premium members, how to get extra credit. So if I am wrong about that, let me know down in the comments below. I do apologise. But I've just gone by what I read on the Game Pass page. Next prediction will be replays actually being fixed to an extent. Now, if you look at it, we've got 30% of the way there, which is quite a jump for 4 months of having nothing to a replay system that has a 50% chance of working up to 11 minutes. So let's have a look. They have another month of being able to apply a fix and having a look into the issue. We might actually be able to get a 50-50 chance of replays recording a full medium race, let's say 20-ish minutes to 25 minutes, or we might get a 100% chance of the replays recording up to 11 minutes only. So you got to look at it in that sense. They also have another month to fix the driver tar issue, which in reality should give them ample time. That'll be 6 weeks from addressing the issue to fixing the driver tar issue. So that might be on the cards of being fixed as well, or I say partially upgraded, not fully fixed yet, because they're going to release an update for it and there's going to be obviously feedback towards that, and then they'll work upon that feedback they received again. So it's not going to be a fix per se, but more an ongoing upgrade system for the driver tar AI as they become more intelligent. Is that the right word for it? Or less stupid? Let me know down in the comments below which one you think is the right terminology for the driver tar AI. But another update I think might come out will be an update to the penalty system. Now that will give them, again, 6 weeks to highlight the issue. They've highlighted it, address the issue, and also receive actual visual feedback and comments to go along with it. Now hopefully that will give them enough time to be able to adjust the penalty system and improve it massively, because it really does need improving. It's all over the shop, you know. I have videos of being punted off the track and getting a penalty for off-track violation. I mean, I had no choice. I was punted off the track. Why am I being penalised for going off the track whilst the person that rammed me into another dimension gets away with absolutely nothing? Hopefully, like I say, with the feedback they're going to be getting from other creators and other visual aspects, I mean, I'm sure they're probably going to go look at YouTube videos as well of other races and situations where cars are being hammered about and situations have occurred and the penalty system has failed. So hopefully that might be addressed to an extent in update 6 release. Again, I'd like to say that these ideas and predictions are just thoughts I've had in my head over the past week since update 5 release. Just been mulling over my mind to see, update 5 was just a track and a few little minor behind the scenes bug fixes and a few improvements here and there. Will the update 6 be the penultimate update that needs to fix this game, because they're not releasing a track? I do expect probably some cars to come in for members and things like that, but seeing though there's no track, would this update be the one to fix this game? That's the big question. Now I'd like to think so, because that's given them 5 months from the date of release, because it came out in October, to sit back, look at everything that is going on, everything that is going wrong, and go, right, we need to fix this and get onto it, and have dedicated teams doing X, Y and Z. Like I say, all these ideas and thoughts are great in mind, but as what we've seen up to now, the practice of it hasn't been best initiated. Now on a lighter note, whilst doing this race, it crossed my mind that there's a bit of an issue with the tyre wear simulation in this game, especially on multiplayer. Now this is quite a long track, I think it's 12 point something miles, someone can write it down in the comments below, but a set of soft tyres can get you through a qualifying scenario on, let's say, Laguna Seca just about, or other short-ish tracks, which will be 9 miles, 8 miles at best, even sometimes 7 miles, depending how twisty and cornery the track is and how fast it is. I very much doubt a set of soft tyres will make it through this entire race, and I'm on the borderline of thinking whether a set of medium tyres will last this whole race. So let's say you are hunkered down to hard tyres. Even on hard tyres, you're going to have to pit after the first lap, because I very much doubt you're going to be able to make it through the second lap. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm lapping on here 7 minutes 46, but the track is very twisty, very quick, very hard on the brakes, and it's very hard on the tyres. So I'd love to be able to simulate this, but because I can't change the settings on free play to simulate online tyre wear, I'm only speculating here whether a set of medium tyres will actually complete one lap. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments below, whether you reckon a set of medium tyres will be able to complete one lap, or do you reckon a set of hard tyres will be able to complete 2 laps. Looking at it though, I wonder if on a medium race, because the length of the race itself, if there was a medium race imposed on here, then that would be 2 laps at the most, give or take, because that would be what, 15 minutes. It'd be too long for 3 laps, I reckon. So that'd be 21 minutes or 23 minutes, depending obviously how fast everybody else is. But thinking about it, they're going to have to pit every single lap, whether you're on mediums or hard. Now, I come to my mind just now is the Lavorg is going to really dominate here, because that is a tyre saving king. So you can imagine everybody else being on hard tyres just to make it through the lap, and the Lavorg being on a set of medium tyres pushing it way through. That Lavorg is going to properly dominate through here. It's not going to dominate on the fast straights and things like that, but it's certainly going to dominate in the cornering and the tyre aspect of things. So Lavorg has managed to keep up behind somebody. You got something to worry about. Again, that's just an idea in my head. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I understand a lot of things I said in this video is predictions, and a lot of what I said is certainly optimism. Now, I like to keep optimistic, as you all know up to now. It's easy to jump on the bandwagon of going Forza sucks, Forza this, Forza that, blah de blah de blah. Yeah, I'm not that kind of person. I absolutely have a blast on this game. I think it's absolutely brilliant, and I am hopeful, and I do believe that they will fix this game. How long it will take them, I don't know, but every update that comes out is an update forward to a fix. And how I say, without the track release in update 6, I am massively hopeful that a lot of the issues that we have all seen, witnessed and been a part of is going to be fixed in update 6, and hopefully that should make it again far more enjoyable to play. I do believe though there is not enough tracks in this game. There needs to be more tracks. I mean, we have a mountain of cars coming out of our ears. We just don't have enough tracks to go on, and we need more, like a daily race kind of thing, or a weekly race that's set on one track and a leaderboard. A leaderboard is a must. I mean, come on, Turn 10, please give me a leaderboard as well as fixing the replays. I'd love to sit there and race in the day, and let's say I become P1 or P3 or P9. I don't mind, but I'd love to be able to see where I come in the world to every other person that's had the same go in the same style of car. So whether it be touring cars, GT cars, for example, to see where we are in the world to stack up to everybody else. Am I in the top 1,000, top 100, top 10,000? This is a must, Turn 10. Please give it to us, because I am sure I am not the only one that I'd love to sit there and go, where do I stack up in the world today? Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the track rotation of having 5 or 6 different tracks rotating round throughout the day. What I'm not a fan of is sometimes you get stuck on that one track you really want to master and enjoy, and just beat that one track, whether it be Le Mans, Laguna Seca, Watkins Glen. You just want to sit on that one track all day and literally just loop around on it. I think that'd be quite a nice little feature to also add in onto touring cars and GT cars. Just a weekly challenge every Thursday to Thursday. It's set one track Watkins Glen or one track Laguna Seca, race everybody, and at the end of that race you put into a massive big leaderboard, and where do you come in that leaderboard saved? I think that would be an absolute blast to have. As we're coming up to the final parts of the race, let me know down in the comments below, what features would you like to see added into the game? What bug fixes are bothering you that you want to have fixed in update 6? And the final big question, do you think Turn 10 can turn this around and make this into the king it should have been on release date? Or do you think it's too long in the tooth and a flogging a dead horse? Let me know down in the comments below. I did misshift there. I hit the gear stick on my car and I put it into 4th gear because I was faffing around. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye.